Okay, choice number 2 is The Twisted Cross by Joseph J. Carr, The Occultic Religion of Hitler and the New Age Nazism of the Third Reich. And it says on the back flap about the author. Joseph Carr is an electronic engineer who lives in Arlington, Virginia. The author of 38 published books, he has researched the occultic influence of Nazism for 5 years. He and his wife Bonnie have 2 children, Bucky, age 7, and Julianne, age 4. Well, that was probably a lot bigger now because this book was written in 1985. All right. It says about the Twisted Cross. Nazism was no mere political movement of racist gangsters and misfits, as is commonly believed. Joseph Carr, by thorough research and documentation, shows that Nazism was an occultic religion in which Adolf Hitler was the Messiah, Heinrich Himmler was the high priest, and the SS Death Head formation the clergy. Nazism and the New Age movement are one and the same. They are merely different manifestations of the same evil root. No one will doubt that Adolf Hitler became the agent of the New Age. And let's see what we got here in the preface. Let me read a little bit of the preface. Now, I'm not going to read too much. Maybe I can fit the preface in here. In April 1904, an English Buddhist named Aleister Crowley, I'm sure Greg has heard of that name since he loves the occult, visited Cairo with his wife, Rose. Crowley was an adventurer and mystic who learned Buddhism and trance meditation on previous trips to Ceylon and India. On this trip to Egypt, however, Aleister Crowley was to add a new dimension to his occultic experience, ritual magic. Rose Edith Crowley asked her husband to perform a magical ritual more out of curiosity than of belief. Afterwards, she became inspired to magic and informed Aleister that they are waiting for you, meaning the ancient Egyptian god of war, Horus, who was trying to make contact. Although unsure of his wife's instructions at first, Aleister Crowley obeyed by saying the prayer of invocation to Horus. By 3 days, acting on Rose's instructions, he sat in the hotel room meditating up between noon and 1 p.m. He later claimed that a being appeared to him during that hour each day and dictated the text of a book titled Liber al vel Legis, the Book of Law. The being announced to Crowley that the old age was passing away and a new age was dawning. It was a new age that had been anticipated for decades by occultists throughout Europe. While some today call the new age the age of Aquarius, Crowley called it the age of Horus, a period of unprecedented war. The being allegedly predicted World War I. Also revealed to Crowley was that the religion of the New Age could not take its place in the world until the old religion, Christianity, was smashed. To quote Gerald Suster in Hitler the Occult Messiah, in no uncertain terms it is asserted that before the religion of the New Age could take effect, the old eon must be swept away as ruthlessly as the pagan world of the Roman Empire, and that the planet would therefore be bathed in blood. Barbarism, lust, and cruelty were prophesied, and the destruction of all Christian sentiments. Only a few months later, near Linz, Austria, an unstable young man named Adolf Hitler underwent a transformation that may well have been demonic. An eyewitness to the event recorded in detail years later. No one will doubt that the adult Adolf Hitler became the agent of the New Age predicted by Crowley. More recently, Mrs. Constance Combe revealed her research into the modern New Age movement and her conclusions that Nazism and the New Age movement are one and the same. They are merely different manifestations of the same evil root. In the pages that follow, we will explore the occultic activities of Adolf Hitler and his Nazi associates so that you can judge for yourself. Looks like a very meaty book. So that was choice number 2, The Twisted Cross.